Last night, Paige Bueckers delivered an unforgettable performance, setting a new rookie scoring record while knocking down shots from nearly every area of the court. Let's break down how she managed it and how she has been functioning within the Wings offense all season, firmly establishing herself as the clear Rookie of the Year in the WNBA. Before this matchup against the Los Angeles Sparks, Paige had been struggling from three-point range and wasn't taking many attempts. That made it especially encouraging when, midway through the first quarter, she came off a strong drag screen and immediately recognized the defense dropping back, giving her a wide-open look. One thing that stands out in Bueckers' shooting mechanics is how she floats the dribble just enough to dip the ball smoothly before rising into her shot. Her jump is also incredibly consistent and explosive. The moment her right foot plants, the knee straightens, and she elevates instantly into the jumper. Considering how effective she was from deep in college, it's only a matter of time before she becomes a highly reliable three-point shooter, which makes it surprising that defenses are still giving her this kind of drop coverage. On another play, she used a classic zipper cut coming off a pin down near the block, and when Ray Burrell gambled for a steal but failed, it left Paige completely open at the top of the key for another clean look. One of the most impressive parts of her offensive game is the consistency in where she begins her possessions, often starting in the left corner, which helps her stay comfortable with her reads. She's also extremely effective in the post. Guards rarely use the post enough, but at 5 feet 11 inches, Bueckers has a clear height advantage over many defenders. One of her shots showed just how skilled she is, beginning her jump while facing away from the basket, and then adjusting her alignment in midair before releasing the shot. There were several other examples of her attacking from that left corner. On one sequence, she lifted for a handoff, but when the defender denied it, she continued circling through the play, caught the ball, used a convincing shot fake, and turned it into a smooth fadeaway post move. In another action starting from the same corner, a dribble triggered the option for a handoff, but Bueckers used a quick left-hand dribble to keep the defender from cutting her off and then exploded toward the middle of the floor. She finished with a beautiful quick-release off-foot layup before the defense could react. Her basketball IQ also shines in situations where defenders overplay. When her defender cheated a play, she immediately recognized the opportunity to cut backdoor. Even though the pass didn't arrive, she quickly turned the moment into a post-up, overpowering the smaller defender and finishing with a soft touch plus the foul. Another aspect that makes her difficult to guard is how she mixes post actions with perimeter movement. She might look to post up first, drift back out to the perimeter, and then run off a pin down toward the middle for a quick mid-range jumper. Late in the fourth quarter, with her team trailing by 2, she executed a similar sequence. After being fronted in the post, the ball swung to the top, and when the initial entry wasn't available, she came off a pin down into a handoff. The defense completely miscommunicated as the screen caught them off guard, allowing her to knock down another open three. Again, notice how her right foot drives into the floor as it plants, instantly starting the jump and creating perfect shooting rhythm and energy transfer. Bueckers also excels at turning stop drives into post opportunities. Instead of retreating, she pivots into position near the block and converts the play into a turnaround fadeaway from about 10 feet, drawing the foul in the process. One of her best moves of the night came after a quick drag screen that left her defender out of position. She exploded into a crossover, then used a powerful jump stop with a shot fake, and followed it with a flawless one-footed step-through, a move that is completely legal in basketball. The rule allows a player to lift the pivot foot as long as the shot or pass occurs before it returns to the floor. Since she landed on a jump stop, she hadn't yet established a pivot foot. Once she moved the left foot, the right became the pivot, allowing her to lift it, jump, and shoot before it touched down again. Another reason it's clear Bueckers has the potential to become an all-time great is how dangerous she is in the open court. Without a second defender stepping in, she can easily attack the lane and pull up for mid-range shots. Watch how she uses a left-right step pattern while moving left to rise quickly and release a clean jumper. The Wings also like using quick drag screens in transition to free her up, and she already possesses one of the best handles in the league. Her dribble combinations, inside-out moves, behind-the-back shifts, and explosive changes of direction force defenders directly into screens. Her athletic burst gives her an advantage over the vast majority of players in the league. Defensively, she's just as impressive, averaging nearly 2 steals per game and often winning pure foot races down the court. On one fast break, she finished a full-speed off-foot layup before the shot blocker could even react. Her crossover is equally dangerous going either direction, especially when she rejects a ball screen, sending the help defense scrambling. Even with multiple defenders collapsing, she still finds space to rise for an open mid-range jumper. In another sequence, she initially looked to post up, but then cut out for a handoff instead, powering into the middle with her strong frame and finishing cleverly by extending her final step to prevent the defender from catching up before softly scooping the ball off the glass. My second favorite move of the night came after yet another drag screen forced the defense to switch, leaving her with a clear mismatch to attack. This time, Paige Bueckers attacked with a sharp left-to-right crossover, lifting both feet slightly to split them before exploding forward with a powerful push-off. The ball snapped quickly from side to side, and in an instant she was past Cameron Brink, finishing with a beautiful off-foot right-handed layup before the shot blocker had any chance to react. It was an incredible sequence. The way Bueckers performed late in the game suggests that when you combine her athleticism with her playmaking ability, she has the potential to become the greatest player in the history of the WNBA. When her team needed a big play, she delivered again by coming out of the right corner as the offense set a pin-down screen. Trying to top-lock that action is extremely risky because the defender can't see the ball, and the weak side failed to rotate in time to help. Bueckers recognized it instantly, cut backdoor, received the pass, and finished with a clever reverse layup over her head to shield the ball from the defender. At one point, the offense kept Bueckers off the ball during a crucial stretch, and that decision nearly cost them. Still, from her preferred left side, the defense made a terrible mistake by trying to shoot the gap under a simple pin-down screen, leaving Paige wide open for a three that gave the Wings a 2-point lead. Bueckers is effective both on and off the ball, but relying on her to get open while defenders are aggressively denying passes can be dangerous. The team even ran her off an Iverson cut and missed an easy pass when she was wide open right in front of the rim. The offense then flowed smoothly into a double pin-down followed by a handoff, essentially setting 3 screens in a row for her. After the switch, she punished the defender with a quick between-the-legs dribble and a sharp stride stop that completely fooled her opponent, freeing her for an easy 10-foot jumper to reclaim the lead. The Wings wisely put the ball back in her hands, and she responded by making defenders stumble before knocking down a tough elbow jumper that extended the lead to 3. They tried running the same play again, but this time the defender stepped up legally into position. Even though Bueckers fell and briefly lost her shoe after contact, the whistle stayed silent, although it could easily have been called since she took a hit to the face from her primary defender. Dallas would have been better off moving Paige across the court first and then using a ball screen, making it much harder for the defense to double-team her. The Los Angeles Sparks made their best defensive adjustment of the night by aggressively blitzing Bueckers in the pick and roll. That created an advantage when Myisha Hines-Allen received the ball, and she should have attacked the basket to create a 3-on-2 opportunity. Instead, she simply swung the ball around the perimeter, leading to a heavily contested 3 that sparked a fast break the other way. In another strange moment, the play was clearly designed to free Bueckers from the left corner using a pin down. She became wide open when her defender turned away from the ball and ran directly into the screen, but the pass never came. As the shot clock expired, the offense was forced into a desperate 15-foot runner off the glass under heavy pressure. With the game tied, the Sparks struggled to create a good look against the Wings' defense and ended up settling for a poor shot from the 3-point line. The situation worsened when the easy putback was missed and the rebound scramble led to frustration. After the tussle broke up, the ball was thrown in anger, resulting in one of the easiest technical fouls a referee could call. Following the jump ball, Dallas made a costly mistake. Credit goes to the defender for denying the inbounds pass to Bueckers in the backcourt, but Dallas still needed to find a way to get the ball into her hands. Instead, the possession ended in an ugly turnover. That moment highlighted serious clock management issues by both teams. When leading by 1 point, the priority should be to run as much time off the clock as possible, which makes it puzzling that the attack started with more than 13 seconds remaining. An isolation for Bueckers is fine, but she needed a shooter nearby. Without that spacing, the defense could help off a player shooting only around 29% from three-point range. The shot came with 11 seconds still on the clock and predictably missed. Despite the outcome, the bigger mistake came from the Sparks on the next possession. When trailing, a team should aim to get the best possible shot quickly rather than holding the ball for a buzzer-beater attempt. Yet Kelsey Plum allowed the clock to run down, assuming the final shot would fall. If it misses, there's no time for an offensive rebound or another chance. You can even see Dearica Hamby reacting in frustration as the seconds tick away. Defensively, the only priority in that moment is preventing penetration. A contested long jumper is acceptable, but a slower defender should never hedge high near the top of the circle. With 2 seconds left, a brief stunt from the wing occurred, but by the time the pass was made, the clock was nearly gone and the help never fully committed. That allowed Plum to walk straight to the dotted line with no defender in front of her. Whether she intended to bank in the straight-on runner from 10 feet is debatable, but the ball stayed perfectly on line. When defenses allow middle penetration, shots like that often fall far more easily than attempts from the wings. In her post-game comments, Plum mentioned she planned to hold the ball until the buzzer because she didn't want the other team to have another chance. The flaw in that thinking is assuming the shot will go in. In reality, shooting percentages in that situation are typically very low. Regardless of the ending, the game gave us another look at a player fans have been waiting to see shine since her college days at University of Connecticut Huskies women's basketball. With her ball handling skills, explosive quickness, and elite feel for the game, it's easy to imagine that when her career is complete, Paige Bueckers could very well be remembered as the greatest player the WNBA has ever seen.